Yo, what is going on, guys? So on today's episode, we have a video here from The Wall, and guess what? Modern women need your help. Let's jump in and take a listen.
Mothers don't break, but they're broken right now. We're constantly on top of our kids because that is a societal expectation that we have to intensively parent our children at the expense of our own mental health. And we also have to be completely on as workers. Again, we're in this hustle culture where you're constantly driving at work. And so if you're a working woman, you have these two huge expectations that you basically have to meet, and it's exhausting. And it's why we have a mental health crisis. 51% of mothers say that they're anxious and depressed. The CDC released a study saying that the subgroup that is suffering the most anxiety and depression are, working women. You're seeing this in the UK. It's an alcoholism, Adderall addiction. It is on the rise, rising suicide rates of mothers. We're supposed to be martyrs, essentially, or have it all together. And so there's no outlet for us. I say in my book, when working women make a list, it's like their kids, their partner, their pet, and then themselves. We are last on the list. We do no self-care. And society doesn't expect that we should be doing it. It's seen as being a bad mom or being selfish when we spend time on ourselves.
You are supposed to be last on the list, right? You're a mother. You are supposed to put your children ahead of yourself. You are supposed to put your marriage ahead of yourself. If you want to be a selfish individual, then continue to stay out there on the streets. Go clubbing every day, but don't get into a marriage. Guys, so many of these women, right, they get into a marriage and then they complain that they have to be a wife, right? You don't hear men out here complaining that they have to pay the damn bills, okay, that they have to put their wife ahead of them, right, that they have to put their kids ahead of them. You know why? Because men understand that this is part of the job description. You sign up to be a parent, then you sign up to put your kids ahead of you because they are relying on you. They are a new life brought into this world by you, and you have responsibility for them. So many of these modern women, guys, are completely allergic to any form of responsibility. Also, as far as the working goes and their addictions and all of these sorts of things, this is what modern women fought for. They fought to join the labor force. They thought that they could do it all, that everything's going to be totally fine, and they can pay their own bills. So no, I don't feel sorry for you. And if you want to start talking about the unaliving rates, men still absolutely eclipse you in this, but nobody ever talks about these rates for men. Nobody gives a damn, okay? But when you sign up for something and it makes you sad, we're supposed to care. No, thank you. Let's continue on to the next clip of the video. We have a woman here who, I'm just going to let the clip speak for itself.
I bought a house when I was 26 and fell immediately into poverty. Okay, when I lived with my parents, I was living my best luxury lifestyle. I went to South Korea, bought a 2,000 plane ticket, didn't even blink twice. I went shopping, luxury goods, all that. Was traveling, was just, I was living it up. I felt rich. I had no bills. And I had a full-time 9-to-5 job. I was working as a nurse, okay? I was killing it.
It is crazy to me, guys, how modern women will spend so much money on like luxury goods and clothing and travel to some country, right, to make their Instagrams look great, but they'll never spend the proportionately way smaller amount of money to get and go to a gym. Like, can we talk about that for a second? None of these women spend their money on gym memberships. They spend it on clubbing, they spend it on travel, they spend it on looking good on Instagram, and they spend it on clothes that they don't need. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? No.
My own house. That first mortgage payment came in and I was like, oh, this is a situation. But at first you think you can handle it, right? Like, what's a couple thou? What's a couple thou? I got it. But then the pipes in my 80-year-old home broke immediately as soon as I bought the house. Wiped out my savings. Then another pipe in a different area of the house broke. Okay, I'm struggling. Okay, I need help. Then my neighbor's pipe, it was a twin house, her pipe broke. And she didn't believe that her pipe broke, but her pipe broke on my side of the house. So all of that water that was coming down was spraying into my home. And then my water heater broke. When I tell y'all, I went from living in the lap of luxury to destitute immediately. Now, don't get me to fooling y'all, because it was worth it in the long run, because that house is now worth like 2 times what it was worth then. So I'm actually doing pretty good. But at the time, when I tell you I was struggling, I had to go to my parents every other day for dinner because your girl could not feed herself.
You're just unlucky. The majority of women in this country are buying more houses than men. Many of them always think it's because men are becoming useless or something like that, but it's because we understand the responsibility of owning a house and the debts that come with it. Sometimes it's easier for your savings just to rent and save part of your money. I'll say that I'm in favor of every man owning a house. In the end, I see more advantages than disadvantages, but it doesn't stop being a burden and a responsibility that men only want to take on if they have children or a wife.
And you know, the other thing about owning a house as well is guys don't necessarily want to be tied down to a specific location when they don't like living in the country that they're in, right? If you have a guy in modern day society and you tell him that you have to live and you have to marry in America, right? A lot of guys are not interested in marrying or dating Western women. They want to leave. They are saving up to leave the countries that do not care about them, right? Oftentimes, guys don't like staying in one place because the place that they're staying doesn't care. It completely robs them of money. It screws them over in marriage, okay? You know, or maybe it tries to put them out in war and things like this. And guys are expected to fulfill all of these duties for a country that doesn't give a damn about them. But, you know, as far as the woman goes, guys, I don't feel sorry for the woman whatsoever, okay? Hell, the price of her house doubled anyway. Asset prices are ridiculous these days. But I still don't feel sorry for her because she was out there struggling, right? That's what she signed up for.
Video of mine that needs to do well, it's this one. This is the first month I won't be able to afford rent. I'm not a rich person. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have basic household necessities, a couch, a bed, washer, a dryer. That's about it. A car. I don't have a lot of lavish things. I don't go on vacations and I don't spend a lot. Rent's increased from $1,300 to $1,800. The food prices are too high. I've cut back on eating because I literally cannot afford food. I've cut back on my favorite snacks, cat food, treats. I'm exhausted all the time from being overworked and underpaid. You don't catch a break when you grow up poor. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable. I just really need to catch a break right now. I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't have family. I don't have anything to fall back on. I just need one video to blow up and it could be life-changing for me.
So this woman is out here essentially e-begging on the internet because she can't afford her rent. And she's doing like this whole fake crying routine, trying to get you to pay her bills. And she views it, right, as, well, if I could just get one video to blow up, then enough random simps will give me money. What a disgusting way to live, man. I tell you, so many of these women, they don't actually put genuine effort into their careers or genuine effort into work or making money or trying to better themselves. They would rather sit there and record a TikTok video of themselves crying, trying to beg for money from, let's face it, dudes on the internet. I mean, that's just what it is at the end of the day, guys. And I don't feel sorry for these women, okay? Because a lot of these women fought for womanism, okay? They're trying to go out here. They really wanted to join the workforce. They thought they could have it all. And then it's like, wait a minute. I need a dude to provide for me. I need somebody else to give me money. I need men or the government to come in and give me money. And let's be honest, government giving women money is essentially men just giving the women money with extra steps, considering dudes are out here paying a ridiculous amount of taxes to substitute lifestyles like this. But hey, welcome to modern Western countries, guys, where your taxpayer dollars are used to fund people who don't even give a damn about looking after themselves, to be honest. They'd rather make TikTok videos crying about it.
And it could be life-changing for me.
Cocaine.
It could be life-changing for her. But let's continue into the next clip. I think this continues. No, it doesn't. Let's continue, though.
Can I vent to y'all just real quick? I'm tired of being a homeowner. I am tired of being a homeowner. I'm tired of people telling me owning a home is the best investment you could ever have. I do believe that to be true. That don't change the fact that I'm tired of being a homeowner. I'm tired of the problems that it come with. I'm tired of all the responsibility, you know, hanging on my shoulders. I miss renting. I miss renting. I feel like I had more freedom with renting. Now, I know when you rent, you're paying month to month and all that money is going down the drain. It's not going towards nothing. It's not invested in nothing. It's not. I know that. And I don't care. I thought about it so much. Selling my house and going back to live with my mother. Because why not? I don't have kids. I don't have a man. I don't have any drama that I would bring my mama, and I can pay all her bills. Mind you, my mama still live in the projects and income-based housing. She doesn't pay rent anyway. We'll be over there living like kings and queens.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode.
Jesus Christ. I feel like the only thing that I would miss owning my home or, you know, moving back with my mom or just whatever is the privacy. I do not like people all the time. I do not like noise, you know, but when you move in with somebody or any sort of living adjustment, then you have to understand what that comes with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired. Not saying that I will go live back with my mama, not saying that I will go back renting, not saying that I'll get a roommate, you know, all those things is an option. I'm just tired of being a homeowner. I'm tired of the issues that arise and I look left and I look right and the responsibility is still on you. Like there's just no help. I'm so tired. Owning a home, I don't give a damn. Owning a home is not what it used to be. I used to take pride in owning a home. I want to sell my home bad. Let it be somebody else's problem. And I like my house. Like when I bought it in 2020, it was newly renovated. I bought it during COVID and I paid pennies for it. And my mortgage is cheap. And I know I shouldn't complain, honey, but I'm still going to complain because it's mine and I got to pay for it and I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do.
You know what's crazy, guys, is like men understand that assets like these also have to be looked after. They have problems that come along with them. But at the end of the day, this woman is still in a great position, a better position than so many more people. And yet she's sitting here complaining on the internet, right? There are so many more things you could do with your life than to complain on TikTok about your problems. Okay, this woman apparently locked in a good mortgage rate. She's got a house. It's probably worth a lot more now. But she just doesn't like the effort that comes along with owning a house. And this is what so many of these individuals don't want to understand, is that if you want good results in something, if you want to make money, or if you want some kind of reward, then it's going to take effort and it's going to take responsibility. I mean, there have been plenty of people that talk about this, guys, right? But if you're someone and you're trying to be a business owner and you are trying to make more money, let's just say you're a business owner. You're going to have a lot of responsibility that is placed on your shoulders. And that's just the way it is, because you're the boss, because you're in charge, because you own the asset, because you own the business, whatever the case may be. So many of these people these days, they don't like responsibility for anything, even if it's hugely beneficial. To which I say, don't get it in the first place, right? If you're not someone who likes responsibility, maybe don't adopt it in the first place. Like these women who are out here trying to be wives, but they don't actually want to be wives, right? They just want the pretty day. They want the wedding. They want to look nice to their friends on Instagram. You're not a wife. Maybe don't try to be a wife.
I'm so tired. Owning a home, I don't give a damn. Owning a home is not what it used to be. I used to take pride in owning a home. I want to sell my home bad. Let it be somebody else's problem. And I like my house. Like when I bought it in 2020, it was newly renovated. I bought it during COVID, and I paid pennies for it. And my mortgage is cheap, and I know I shouldn't complain, honey, but I'm still gonna complain because it's mine, and I gotta pay for it, and I'm gonna do whatever it is I want to do. And I'm just tired of the responsibility, if I can only be honest. I feel like I had less responsibility with renting. Like if I had one problem, I can call the landlord. I'm calling the maintenance man. I'm calling somebody else to fix the problem. I got a problem now, I can call somebody, but then my phone gonna ring because I gotta fix it.
What you need is a husband. You need a man to take that stress away, to get you doing yoga in that house, to show you the potential of all that space. I bet you'd lose the urge to move out real quick once he has you burning those calories every day. Responsibility is kryptonite for women. Owning a house has many advantages, but it also enslaves you to always live in one place, to not be able to travel because someone always needs to take care of the house, to always be on top of any maintenance. Instead of thinking about becoming a burden to her mother, she should be looking for a husband. She's not tired of the house. She's tired of being alone in the house. If she had a husband to take the stress away in that house, y'all know what I mean. The last thing she'd want is her mother around, messing with her intimacy. But when there's nothing to do in that house, when the only voice you hear is your own, and you don't even have kids, that silence becomes unbearable.
Before we continue into the next clip, I just wanted to make a point here. Okay, so all of these women who are like lonely and things like this, who are struggling with their houses, I encourage them to be strong and independent. You don't want to be a man, you want to do it all yourself, you want to work that career, you want to pay your own mortgage, all of these types of things. I don't care. This is what modern women signed up for, right? I have a very hard time giving a damn when modern women are lonely, when it's quite literally exactly what they signed up for. Guys, modern women, a lot of them, the womanists that is, are part of a movement that signed up to join the workforce. They signed up to behave like men, and now they have positions of men, right? You're in charge of assets, okay? You're in charge of businesses. You have to look after certain things. You have to put people in front of yourself, right? You have to put people above you, whether that be your children or your marriage and things like this. But they just don't want to do it, right? But hey, I encourage these girls, go out there, be strong and independent, okay? Get your own mortgages, live out in the club. I don't give a damn. Right? I don't think a lot of guys want to participate in their lives. We're done fixing crap. We're not fixing your plumbing, okay? We're not coming around to fix the light fixtures or to handle some leaking pipe, okay? This is what you signed up for. Now go and deal with it. Not our problem, right? And I don't mean that to be rude to this particular woman, guys. It's just that men don't want these responsibilities when the modern women are quite frankly not worth it. You have to put in a lot more effort these days as a man to get a woman who's quite literally half as enjoyable to be around. And that's being generous. Let's continue.
So this girl needs $4,000 by next month so she can move into her new apartment. So how is she going to get the money? TikTok Roses from Live. Watch.
So I need to come up with $4,000 by April 20th in order to secure a cheaper apartment that I'm looking into. They want $250 per cat for a pet deposit. Why do I have 3 cats? $120 for the application fee already. Saw someone else do this on TikTok with their student debt. She went live and everybody donated roses and she was able to pay off $20,000 in student debt.
Jeez.
I think 1 rose counts as $1, so if I get 4,000 roses, I can move into my apartment. That is more affordable. Do I think this is going to work? Absolutely not. But am I going to try it? Yeah, because I'm out of ideas.
Now, one would think that this wouldn't work, right? Wrong, this actually did work. This was me just looking at her live recently, and she is getting showered with roses left and right. Now, what makes that even more impressive is the fact that she posted that video yesterday, and already it has over 24 million views and over 1.2 million likes. So I had a good feeling that she was going to get roses, but I don't think anybody saw this coming. And I really think she started a movement on TikTok, because now we see other people on TikTok doing the exact same thing. This might be the NPC trend of 2024. But of course, this trend does come with criticisms. People are saying this is a form of cyber begging. Others are also wondering why we should pay this stranger money when we ourselves cannot afford to do anything ourselves. But I am very curious to hear what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts to sending money to people on TikTok who need to pay off their debts? Are you for it? Are you against it? And would you do it yourself? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to share this with friends and give me a follow.
I mean, guys, let's be straight about this, okay? This has been around for a long time. This is just straight up e-begging. This is getting on the internet. This is trying to get dudes to pay bills for you. And, you know, all of that influencer stuff goes away. Guys, I swear so many of these, I hate this word, but quote unquote influencers, right? They're just broke, right? They think that they're all that, but they have no money and they're struggling to get an apartment and things like this. And it's like, maybe you should spend less time trying to do influencing and more time trying to find a damn job. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, guys. Maybe I'm getting a little bit old, but you know, I kind of think to myself, if we're sitting here and we're complaining about money, wouldn't the logical course of action that's not going to be completely disgusting, to go out there and just, I don't know, get a job like everybody else? But of course, modern women on TikTok, they have to beg for money, because why would you work for money when you can just beg from random dudes to give you money? I would just call this scamming, really, to be honest with you. And people are going to follow this. People are absolutely going to follow this. And just a bit of a, what's the word here? A bit of foreshadowing here, guys. Notice how this woman already has cats. It's like she's already lined up the cats ready to go. She'll probably have 10 by the time she's 40 and complaining about men not paying her attention. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.